So hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about 10 things that I like about Canada. Not 10 things to like, because that would be general, right? But 10 things that I personally like. So this is my curated list of 10 things that I personally love about Canada. So yeah, let's start. So Zaya is sleeping, so I'm riding solo for this one, but that's okay. So let's get into the nitty-gritty of things, right? So I wrote it down so that I don't forget, because you know I have my brain sometimes, so sometimes I will forget. So I'll be glancing down every now and then. Okay, so the first thing I love is the people. I love the people because like they're just so nice, and they apologize for everything, and they're like, oh, sorry this, sorry that, and they're always considerate, and I mean they go out of their way just to be there for you and just to help you. And we've been in some pickles sometimes, and just random strangers would stop. I remember one time Bri decided in a snowstorm that he needed to go to Home Depot, and it was very urgent. I don't know what he needed to buy in Home Depot, but I'm sure that it could have waited until after the snowstorm. So anyway, he decided in a snowstorm that me and him I go pack up another car and go to Home Depot. Lo and behold, we got stuck in Home Depot, well, in the parking lot. And funny enough, we got stuck like 2 other times that same day. But anyway, we're there, and Brian drives a stick, so I can't drive stick, right? So Brian is like, okay, me come push the car. So I'm there, and I'm weak and feeble, right? But you know, I'm strong. But in that moment, I'm pushing the car in a snowstorm, and it just not going nowhere because I just don't have the power to push the car. And he's there revving the car and everything, right? And then this random stranger just came out, and he knew exactly what to do, and he just like randomly helped us with nothing to gain. He didn't know us from Adam, nothing. And that's just a demonstration of how nice Canadians are. They're really nice. They're really apologetic. Like if somebody's in the way, they're like, oh my, like they're the first to say sorry, in terms of just, you know, I'm sorry, but they're really nice, right? So I love the people. They're very warm, very welcoming, and it's nice to know that when you come into, you know, a country, you're going to meet nice people, especially if, you know, you're on your own and you don't have that familial bond and whatever. These people are really nice, and they strike up conversations all the time, which is good, right? Anyway, next, the opportunities. And by opportunities, I mean how not necessarily easy, but how facilitating it is to get like a house, a car, compared to some countries. I don't know a lot of countries, but compared to how facilitating, and I use that word facilitating because it's not necessarily easy, but the entire process gives you more probability of owning a house or a home and buying a car. And there are many other opportunities that are presented by the government just to ease that process into just like your next level of life. So I love that about Canada. The next thing is healthcare and education. So I'll group this because it's basically, I'll group it, yeah. So that's the third thing. The third thing is I love that healthcare is free for the most part, except dental and optical and like major medical, right? Unless you have insurance, but otherwise healthcare is free. Prescriptions are free up to 26-year-old, and education is free for the young ones. So I'm not benefiting from the prescriptions or benefiting from the education, but Zaya will. So I'm very appreciative of that. But I am benefiting from some of the healthcare stuff, you know, so I'm really grateful for that. Plus Bri has like a kick-ass insurance thing that helps us with optical and dental, so I have no complaints there at all. But I love that, you know, you don't have to, there's so many things in life you have to worry about. Healthcare and education shouldn't be one of them, and I love that that's a priority for Canada. So that's my third thing that I love about Canada. The fourth is the bus schedule. And I know that this may be, what, bus schedule? But yes, it's very organized. Like a lot of things are very organized. And one of the things that I love that is organized is the bus schedule. So I'm coming from Jamaica, and there's no bus schedule. So there are like a plethora of apps up here that you can use to know to the very second, down to the very second, when a bus will pass your bus stop. And it was really refreshing to know that, you know, I don't need to get dressed 1 hour before because I'm not sure if the bus going to lift me, I'm not sure if I'm going to catch it, everything, right? To know that the bus is going to come 10:05 and 56 seconds, it's just like, man. And let me tell you, if you are 57 seconds out, you're going to see the tailgate of that bus. I personally use something that's called Rocketman, so it's pretty cool. I'll probably show like a little like snapshot of a bus schedule here, and it's really cool. And you can predict, you know, you can find out when the other bus will come. Okay, so this is how the app looks. At first you can see if it's busy based on if it's one person busy, two person busy, or really busy, right? So when you go in the app, these dots, all of these dots represent bus stops, and they're color coded to represent the region. So you see you have green, you have black, you have orange, and you have red. So for instance, if you want to go to a specific region, you can find out the bus system there. So that's pretty cool. So suppose this is your stop, 85 East. It says already that it's less than 1 minute. So even before clicking on it, it shows you. And then this is the live time. So you can see that this bus, the next bus that's coming, it's like 46 minutes out, 46 seconds out. And the buses are at an interval. The other one is 15 minutes. The other one is 10 minutes after that. Well, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 28 minutes after that. But it's really supposed to be every 10 minutes for this bus, right? So you can see when it's coming, and you can see that it's not busy. Hold on, Zaya. Obviously, Zaya's up. And then you can track the bus and literally see where the bus is on the timeline. So it's pretty cool, the fact that the bus is right there. So you can see how many bus stops before your bus stop the bus is supposed to come. So it's showing you the route of the bus, right? Pretty cool stuff. You can see different bus stops have like different buses that come. So for instance, more than one bus passes that specific stop. So if you click on that stop, you'll see all the buses. So this one is 92A and 92, and so it shows you the time that each bus will come to that spot. So you'll see that this has standing room full, seating available. So it shows you if seating is available, if it's standing room, if it's full. So it prepares you for the entire journey, and it's pretty cool, very organized. The entire thing is really good for planning. The fifth thing is I love summer. I love summer. I love summer activities. I love bright nights and bright evenings. You know, when it's 9 p.m. it's still bright out like it's 3 p.m. you know. And I love everything that you can do in summer. I love to go fishing. I love to wear short shorts, short skirts. I love to wear spaghetti straps. I love to go there's this Canada Wonderland place. I love to go riding the rides and scream and feel like, you know, I'm losing my life, but oh my gosh, this is so nice, I have to do it again. I love everything that has to do with summer in Canada. Love it, absolutely love it. I love the sun. I love summer and how bright it is, and maybe because it reminds me of Jamaica in some way, right? So I love that. So the sixth thing is affordable food and clothes. So I love food. I absolutely love food, and there are two things that I believe with food. You're not supposed to join line for it, and you're not supposed to struggle to get it. And I don't have to do that in Canada, right? I don't have to join a line. Well, know that it's Corona time, you have to join the line to go into the store. That's why I use Instacart or those food delivery people, right? So that I don't have to join the line, because I'm just not for that. But yeah, and it's very affordable. Like, it's really affordable. It's not necessarily all that healthy. The ones that are like super cheap, they're not necessarily healthy, so you have to be, you know, cognizant of that, and you have to be mindful of the diet, because you will eat like a lot of cheap junk, and then, you know, your body will just blow up like that. But I love the affordability of the food, and I love the affordability of the clothes. You know, you can get something, you can get really nice stuff for like $3, right? Which is like $300 converted to, or based on the currency, probably $450, because saying the Jamaican dollar is $150, maybe it's like at $140 now, but for easy calculation, because I'm just not in it with the math thing, it's like $450. But like if you're in Jamaica, then it's more than that for like a top, right? But like you can get clothes and everything really cheap and really affordable up here, and I love that. And I have to put this in a different category, and this is a mat leave. So maternity leave in Canada, it's up to you really. So you can choose to not take mat leave. You can choose to take 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. So they have mat leave and parental leave, and the parental leave and the mat leave together, you can take that, and that goes up to 18 months. Of course, your girl choose 18 months because I wanted the best that I could get, and that was the best, right? So I just love the fact that Canada prioritizes family, and so much so that, you know, you can take 18 months off of work, and you can go back to your work that you left, and you get paid during that time. So I love the opportunities that are present there, and I wanted to separate this from the opportunities up at the top that I love, because this is just different. Plus, you know, there's this thing that's called like a child benefit fund, where Canada provides money for you based on your income, just for your child's education or just the day-to-day maintenance of your child, right? So I love how they provide that. So I have to put that in a section by itself, because it's just really great, and not a lot of countries in the world have that, you know, and offers that. So I'm going to get the child benefit fund for Zaya until she's 18, I think. I love park strolls, and I love the long roads, and I love road trips to nowhere. And this is one thing that I love about Canada, because it's just endless. It's a really big place. There's just something about the vastness of Canada that, like, okay, so you know that there is like this one thing that makes you feel like, okay, you're in foreign, right? And it's hard to find that thing when you live in the place. But I find that that feeling comes to me when I'm walking in a park, or, you know, Bri decides to take us on a road trip to nowhere. We're just driving around for hours, and we're just like driving, looking at homes, looking at grass, looking at animals, just driving to nowhere but to everywhere. So I love that intangible feeling that Canada brings. Of course, you can get that in different places, but for me, I got that in Canada, and I love that about Canada. So I had to put that as a specific item of what I personally love. The next thing that I love is the Linkups. So now, Linkups meaning when you see your friends in Canada, right? You see, because the culture of Canada is, and just like the makeup of Canada is in such a way where you're just busy trying to make life, that you don't necessarily see your friends at the bus stop because you guys are so far. So like, I'm coming from a culture in Jamaica where you book up on somebody when you're at a bus stop, in the restaurant or whatever. Like here, it has to be intentional. You have to intentionally want to see somebody to actually see them, because they're busy making life and they're just like at a different place. You know, like when you're in Canada, you think, okay, I'm coming to Canada, so I'm going to see you. No, like you literally can live half an hour from me and you don't see me for years, just because it's just so technical. Like half an hour in Jamaica is different from half an hour in Canada, and like it's different. So like when you actually see somebody, it means more. There's more to it. You value it a little bit more, I think. So I just love that about Canada, giving me that perspective that, you know, you have to be intentional about creating bonds and just having the opportunity to put more meaning to that bond, you know. So I love that. I love the link ups. I love seeing my friends. I love seeing my family the few times that I get to see them, just because it's crazy. Like half an hour means probably 3 different highways. You know, you have to be able to drive. You can't just take bus like that and go visit somebody unless, you know, they're super close, right? Which more than likely they aren't. So I love that about Canada. Well, not necessarily that's about Canada, but I love how Linkups feel in Canada. I love snow on Christmas Day. So I don't like the weather. And that's for another video. So I have another video coming up that tells 10 things I hate about Canada, or dislike about Canada, whatever. And that's one of them, weather. But I love snow on Christmas Day. I love virgin snow, meaning I love when the fresh snow falls and you can see it. After a while, it turns mucky and soggy and brown and just gushy, which is very disgusting, and it's not on TV. They don't show you that type of snow on TV, but like, and then the snow turns ice and then it turns black ice and you can, like, you know, slip and fall and die, right? But okay, that's very morbid, but still, I love snow on Christmas Day. I love how it feels. I love how it looks. Probably wrapped up in like a really cozy blanket, sipping on some hot milk or hot beverage, eating chocolate, watching TV, cuddling up with Brett and Zoya on the chair, right? And just watching the snow outside, seeing the havoc outside and knowing that I'm safe inside and protected. So I love the snow on Christmas Day, right? This is a bonus. So those are the 10 things I love about Canada. And the next thing that I love about Canada, the bonus is that I love teasing my family in Jamaica and Dominica about their third world Wi-Fi. So you know that Canada is first world and Jamaica and Dominica, they're third world. Funny enough, sometimes my Wi-Fi really acts up, but you know, you'd expect that, okay, first world Wi-Fi would have been better. But anyways, so anytime, you know, they're choppy on a call, on a video call or whatever, I love throwing out it must be the third world Wi-Fi. I love the third world and the first world jokes that my family and I run all the time, and it's only because I'm living in a first world that I get to do that, and then they make jabs at me as well, right? So sometimes they'll be like, oh, the first world not really looking good right now, because especially in Dominica where they have like 0 cases of coronavirus and we are on lockdown and we're at home, you know, my sister is always saying, oh, you know, first world not really look good right now, and she always have jabs about third world and first world. But I just love the feud, and I just love how we can take something that would have otherwise been offensive and just like joke about it, And I feel like they get so much pleasure from teasing me about the shortfalls of first world as much as I get from teasing them about the shortfalls of, say, Mavis Bank Wi-Fi or Dominica Wi-Fi. So that's my bonus, and that's an insider joke, because if you're not from Dominica or Jamaica or part of my family, you would get it. So, or maybe you get it because you're that, you know, elevated in thought and action. All right, so that's my 10 things that I love about you, Canada. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. Stay tuned for my 10 things that I do not like about Canada. And if you found value in this, if it made you laugh, if it made you chuckle, if it made you wonder about Canadian life, if you found any value at all, you can hit the subscribe button for more. And you can, if you're in Canada, you can comment below so that persons who are looking to get here, or just persons who just generally want to, you know, live through others, can say what they like about Canada. Or if you're from anywhere, obviously you're from somewhere, you can just say something that you like about the country that you're from. Thank you so much for watching me, and bye.